Twin, not you trying to turn me with the remote. Because that ain't going to happen.
Okay.
Thank you. Hey. What did you do? Hey, y'all. Grand afternoon, y'all. Grand afternoon. Grand afternoon, guys. Okay, I'm gonna fix you some juice so that you can. Grand afternoon, y'all. So, remember to light as I. It's okay. It's okay. Mommy gonna get her cup. He is toe up because my cup done roll under the thing. Let me just say, for one, I have been knocked out. I don't know what the energy is so draining right now with this Venus retrograde. I have been tired. I checked my Instagram and I had about maybe 4 or 5 people that did not get their questions because for whatever reason, well, we know why. Instagram is not allowing. I'm about to put you some juice in there. You want juice or no? Okay. So, Instagram was not letting some of the videos post. So I'm gonna have to go back and re-record them. It's like 7 of them. And where your cup? Give me a cup. Thank you so much. Thanks. So, thank you. Okay. You gotta put your cup in the dishwasher tonight, cause the way that juice smelling in there. But anyway, so oh Lord, I'm wasting stuff. That's how y'all know I'm tired. But yeah, so I have about 4 or 5 people, well 7 people that they didn't get their videos today when I did them. Cause when I started one questions or whatever last night, I ended up having to put the baby to sleep, and I ended up dozing off myself, and I woke up this morning. I was like, oh my God, I gotta finish one question. That happened to me every Friday, so I think I'm gonna stop doing one questions on Fridays because I be dozing off, and then I be mad when I wake up on Saturday mornings because I still gotta do questions for everybody. But past that, this retrograde is really draining me. And y'all know I am a Libra, and we are one of the signs that are ruled by Venus. So we are a Venus-fueled zodiac sign, right? Hey. I'm a Venus fueled sign. So this Venus retrograde directly affects me. It's teaching me a lot about myself. It's teaching me a lot about the way I need to handle situations in every aspect of my life. Not just my love life, but my personal life, my career, my life as a parent, my okay, I don't know. But anyway, just a lot of different things that I'm learning about myself during this retrograde. I have had to check myself a couple of times because a lot of times we do things where we don't realize that we are doing it, right? I'm learning the parts of me that's controlling that I need to fix, okay? And I'm learning the parts of me that I need to stand up for myself. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm learning things about myself that are next level, and I'm very appreciative of this retrograde. I'm embracing it and learning things about myself, right? But anyway, so I gotta go back and post those 7 videos. I'm gonna have to go in my archives and figure out how to get them posted up there. I was trying to figure out before I put the boys down for a nap. Every time I put the boys down for a nap, I end up napping. So I was just asleep. I've been supposed to be getting the house ready. We're supposed to be having like a little get together or whatever. Child, I'm up in here sleep. Okay, I'm up in here knocked the freak out. Okay, and I'm supposed to be getting the house ready because I'm here by myself. And y'all know, once Big Daddy come up in here and I ain't got nothing set up, y'all know he gonna have a me just yet, okay? But he y'all know when he walk up in the door and I ain't got nothing together, he gonna be mad. So I gotta make this quick so I can start straightening up because we having a little get together with our family. Anyway, I have had two visions, okay? One of the visions was about the blood moon. There is something that is major that is going to go on. There's going to be a major shift with the blood moon. The blood moon is on the 14th and 15th of this month, okay? In some places, it's going to be the 15th and 16th. It will be visible. You will be able to see it. There is something major going on during the blood moon. I don't... There will be major accidents under the blood moon. So I need you guys to go where you need to go and back. If you have things going on in your life and you want to work it, this will be the time to do it now. I have not quite made up my mind if I'm going to do a ritual for the blood moon. But I will tell you guys, there is some major... No, don't take the straw out. Bring me the cup. Bring me the cup. With my cup. He just be doing stuff. But anyway, there is literally going to be a major shift with the blood moon. Oh, yeah. No, you right. No. Thank you. Y'all go out and come back in. Cause he really want me to play this, y'all. I'm so tired of Moana. I don't know what to do with myself. Erica, baby. So yeah. My advice to you is to stay. Honey, he's always living his best life, baby. Baby, he's always over here turned up, thriving and surviving, baby. He ain't got the time, okay? But anyway, y'all, whoever Gia, y'all gonna say, get them out of here. Nobody got time for that tonight. Them trolls. Yeah, the 14th and the 15th. I will say that on some for Tyria, for us, it's the 15th and the 16th because we East Coast. But for the West Coast, it's gonna be the 14th and the 15th. And for some countries, it's gonna be the 14th and the 15th. Erica, baby, yes, he have, honey. Both of them, honey. Cause when I tell you the baby think that he 3 years old up in here talking, baby already up in here saying dad. All that, honey. They really be surprising me and shocking me. Yeah, I would say just to chill. So after the 15th, especially the 15th, I feel like that's when it's gonna be really heightened. I had a vision about it this morning, but when I woke up, I instantly released it because the energy, oh sorry Samir, the energy was so terrible that I literally had to release it. And that's why I can't tell y'all what happened in the vision, but I do know some of what happened in the vision. I was walking down the road. It was very dark, but all I could see was this blood moon. And this blood moon is going to shift a lot. You're gonna find out a lot about people. It's going to be revealed. There are going to be major accidents. You need Psalms 91. There are going to be major accidents. You better get that cup. What that cup? What that cup? Go get it. Go get the cup. Not that. Where your cup? You ain't getting that. Um, the blood moon is on the 15th and the 16th for the East Coast. For the West Coast, it's gonna be the 14th and the 15th. Um, what I will tell you guys is there are gonna be major accidents. You're gonna find out a lot. You are going to find out a lot about people. So much is going to be revealed. The blood moon people is going to show they ass. We are going to see again celebrities showing they motherfucking ass. Okay? We are going to see politics show they motherfucking ass. Don't be rage baited by anything. These are rituals that they are trying to do under the blood moon. If you can, disconnect from social media. I sure will be. We will be coming. Yeah, we got 2 eclipses coming as well. We will be coming for podcasts, but I won't be indulging in much celebrity stuff. I think we're gonna make this podcast about learning some things and teaching some things. But I definitely will tell you guys, I had to get up and release that because it was so dark that I was like, oh, hell no. Okay, I don't even have time for that. Not today. I was trying to be in a good mood. And I am the type of person that when I have visions, depending on what the visions are like, I can sometimes carry the energy around with me. And it makes me lethargic, not want to do anything. So, you guys literally are going to be in the twilight zone, okay? The blood moon is going to be the 14th through the 16th, basically. So I just want you guys to know that, like, that's something to really consider to make sure you guys are protecting yourself. But yeah, we're gonna teach and learn some stuff. I think we'll get Dr. Tanya to talk about taxes. Maybe get some tips from Dorothy on payroll. Maybe get some cooking tips from Anthony. And I'll give some spiritual hygiene tips. Somebody asked me, how do I dump my visions or my dreams when I have them? Let me tell you something. Soon as you wake up, if it's bad, okay, you get your little Psalms book, okay? Read your little Psalms, okay? And then what you say is, I release that energy. That did not belong to me. I don't know if that dream was sent to me. I don't know if someone is trying to place me in that reality, but that is not my reality. I release that back into the universe for whom it belongs because it does not belong to me. And you say that with authority. Did you hear how I said it does not? It does not belong to me. And you say that with authority. We were taught to say that we rebuke things in the name of Jesus, but no, you rebuke things within your higher self. Yes, Jesus is real, and he was a prophet, and he is a vast and strong spirit. However, when you rebuke things, you say it does not belong to me. That is not my reality. That will not happen to me. That is not who I am. Whomever that reality belongs to, send it back where it belongs because it does not belong to me. That is not my reality. It's not the life that I'm living. And I want to talk to y'all about something else too. I was on TikTok and I seen a girl say, oh, y'all doing these honey jars to keep these men will kill you. That's a lie, okay? Now, I'm going to differentiate why a man will kill you and why a man won't kill you. Back in the day, do you know why men were so devoted to their families and their children? Because the women that did hoodoo, voodoo, magic works, they did things to keep their men home. Now listen to me. I said their men, meaning the man was already in a relationship with the woman and wanted to be there. Where we get into men killing women is when you start to manipulate the cosmos and make a man want you off of magic when he don't. Meaning he never looked at you like that, and you did magic to get his ass there and to keep him there. That's when we get into them killing your motherfucking asses. But the women of hoodoo, voodoo, and everything in between, if they had a man that was they man, that committed to them, you might have found Mr. Shoes buried in the front yard facing the front door, because his ass was gonna always come home. No matter what was out there in the world, because those women of back in the day knew that there were other bitches just like them. And you wasn't gonna do no magic on they motherfucking man. You wasn't gonna be feeding they man at no motherfucking work or in a motherfucking cafe, getting him to come to you. You wasn't gonna speak certain words over that man. You wasn't gonna speak those things over their man. You were not going to do that, because they had that shit locked down. You wonder how grandma and Mima and Nana kept they motherfucking men for so long? Because they did honey jars. They did stay home spells. They made sure their men didn't go nowhere, because it was their men. What bitches started fucking up at is they started doing this magic on people that wasn't theirs. That's where the crazy shit, the beatings and all that crazy shit come from. Men are naturally hunters. So what you use the honey jars and the hoodoo spells for was to kind of tame that hunter in him and keep him solid for his family, because naturally we are the stronger links in a relationship versus a man. They are weak by flesh. Women are not as weakened by their flesh. Because just because we see a good looking man, don't make us feel like we're going to take him home and lay him down and fuck him. But see, men, when they see a good looking woman, sometimes their flesh take over their common sense. Flesh is why a lot of brothers is locked up right now behind women. You see an increase in domestic violence killing. That's because they out here doing magic on men that don't belong to them. These men are not supposed to be in their destiny. They're not supposed to be in their destiny. So these men are, you're taking yourself on another timeline, which is speeding up your demise, because you are putting a man in your destiny that does not belong. So when you see men say, I don't know what came over me, I just threw her, the man that threw the girl in front of the car, that man was under magic. That beat the girl and threw her in front of the car and left her there, that man was under magic. He does not understand why he did that to her. And in his heart, he don't believe he killed her, because he didn't. That fucking spirit that she summoned to keep his ass there killed her. His heart did not do that. That was a demon. Look at this. If you look at his mugshot, you can see it all over him. That is why we seeing an increase in our women getting killed. Y'all putting your period blood in the nigga spaghetti, and he ain't even yours. And I'm not blaming her. Don't get me wrong. I'm not blaming her. God rest her soul. I'm not blaming her, because she don't know. We in the age of TikTok. We in the age of Instagram. We in the age where you can YouTube some shit. You got spiritualists teaching you some sacred shit that they shouldn't even be teaching you on a public platform. I don't come on here giving y'all spells unless I get permission. I think the most I've ever given you is a motherfucking money ritual to get you some bread. But other than that, your girl ain't on here teaching y'all none of the shit that I be up in my house doing. Because I know that you might get weak in your mind and do it for something that it does not apply for. Why did I take the spiritual work off my website? Because people was coming and buying shit for shit they didn't need. Y'all know my last straw with the love shit was when a lady came and tried to do that with somebody else's husband. Don't play with me, girl. Because, girl, who man is this? You see what I'm saying? I just don't play like that. You're not supposed to do that. These spells and these workings that we do, we are divinely given from our higher selves. Everything that I know how to do, my higher self has taught me how to do it. And it works for me. It may not necessarily work for you. So when people ask me about the rituals and they say, you know, Bree, is there something that we need to do on our end? Hell no. Let me work this for you because this was my avenue that I was blessed. So let me work this for you because you're not going to be able to do this the way I do. So when they say everybody has a magic within them, everybody can do certain things. That's true. You can. But there is a line, and some things you don't have permission to do. And when magic get in the hands of the wrong motherfucker, we all fucked up. You do always have magic within you, but what does your intuition tell you to do? If you are a person that is supposed to practice, that is a part of the practice, you won't have to ask for instructions. Y'all watch Junior. You won't have to ask for instructions. But yeah, you won't have to ask for instructions. And I'm the boss here. When you say you have to be in the right mind frame, you have to be passionate about what you're talking about. When you sit down at your table, at your altar, wherever you particularly do your magic at, you have to have passion and demand behind your voice. You have to have the voice of someone that is authoritative. You have to be able to speak so that you are respected by the spirits, the universe, God, the angels. You have to be heard. Everybody don't have that voice. You see how I say simple things, but people are scared or they think I'm going to get upset or whatever. It's not that. It's that they hear the goddess in me. And when I speak, it's to be respected. That's why it's hard for people to go toe-to-toe with me. And not because I'm better, but because God blessed me with that. That is my gift. That is what I was put here for. Everybody plays a part. This is all a big stage, and we all got our specific parts. My part is to be a healer. My part is to do some spell work that you might not be able to do because the spirits ain't too welcoming to you. You see what I'm saying? So everybody do have magic within them. Little shit you could do here to manifest for yourself, do it. I ain't telling you not to. But when it comes to big shit, like you got court case or you are trying to manifest some crazy shit, you best be going and contacting a spiritualist. If you got some things on you that need to be cleaned off, you best be contacting a spiritualist and not over there concocting a bath by your motherfucking self and you fuck around and drown in the tub because you don't even know what demons done attach themselves to you. See, this is some serious shit. That's why I tell people all the time, I have to tell the truth. When it comes to this shit, this is no fly-by-night thing. You can't wake up now and say, I'm a fucking reader and, I can do this. Everybody always say, Bree, you so accurate. Everything you read, it come to pass. Yeah, because God put me in this position. I didn't see people on YouTube and say, oh, I'm going to start reading on YouTube. I fought to not get on YouTube. I fought with a spirit to not get on YouTube because I wanted to keep my shit personal. I told EJ today, if it were not for him, I probably would have never even been comfortable enough to be open about the things that I see or the things that I know. But because he made me comfortable, when me and EJ first got married, he would watch all this Egyptian stuff. He would watch all this stuff about divination. He would watch all this different stuff, that made me feel comfortable to be with me. To be like, he would literally just watch stuff that would just make me like, why is he watching that? But it was to open me up, to make me comfortable, so that I could speak and be who I am. I couldn't have been with James St. Patrick and been Brene Reeves. You want to know why? Because James St. Patrick cannot handle the fact that Brene Reeves got her own bread. He can't handle that ego. He wanted me put up in the house, pregnant and barefooted. Okay? God put certain people on my path for me to get here. James St. Patrick stifled Brene Reeves. Brene Reeves was always in an uproar with James St. Patrick because there was always another woman. It's always a fight. I'm always going to jail, fooling with his ass. When I got up out that situation, it wasn't like that. I got with a man that told me that I better stop fighting or he breaking up with my ass. And he really did tell me that, y'all. He was sick of my shit. I had got into it with some girls at the gas station behind his ass. Oh, baby, he told me, you ain't got to do that because I know how to turn them down. I'm my own man. I'm my own man. You don't have to do that. I know what to do. I know what to do. And that was hard for me to learn. But I learned it because that nigga told me, hey, if you keep doing this shit, I'm going to leave your motherfucking ass. I said, oh, shit, honey, he going to leave me. So I got the chance. So I had to change something about myself. I had to change the volatile side of myself. And that took a lot of time. I had to change my volatile side. So that part was gone. Then y'all may notice when he around, I don't curse as bad as I normally would when he's not around, because that's something that he say. He ain't going for that. And let me bring this to y'all. You don't beat me. Don't beat me. Ain't never beat me. Ain't never even thought about beating me. Nothing. Ain't thought about it. He was just assertive and serious about me growing. So when you were supposed to be on a certain path, you're going to have people around you that want to see better for you. My friends, my homegirls, all my homegirls, they don't like when I'm in an uproar. They don't like when I'm upset. They don't think it's funny or cute. They not with my bullshit. The times that I would say I'm about to go crash out type shit, they wasn't with that. I didn't have friends that was with that. Naya, yeah. What you doing? Washing my edges. Oh, come here. Get booping. Now, what is that about?
Ma, I have to wash it every now and then because it be clumped up together. Hey.
Washing her edges. Never heard of it. I learn something new every day. I'm gonna do that Beyonce reading right now. Where you get this hair from? Kanai saying hey to y'all, whatever that means. Oh, this ain't hair, this from my pillow. Say hey y'all. Say hey y'all. So anyway,
Wait, hold on. Sissy left her brush out here. Pooh, come upstairs with me to get my phone. Yep, come on.
She's so funny. Oh, that mean clock it, girl. I don't know nothing, child. I don't know a thing. But so what I'm saying is you have to have people around you and you have to be in an environment to be able to do this. And when you're not in that environment, it it makes your life chaotic, but it also makes people that you work with life chaotic. You know what I'm saying? So when you see people giving advice online about spells and stuff like that, don't be believing that shit unless you're doing something with ill intent. Don't even be believing that shit. Don't be believing it at all. Don't do it. Say hello. Say yeah, I'm sleepy. Say I was just knocked out. Mm. Mm. You ready to get some eating? Y'all think you my twin? The power is within you. For real. It is. It really is within you, whatever your calling is. Everybody calling is not to be a divination person. Everybody's calling is not to um it's not to do spiritual work, because everybody can't do spiritual work. You know what I'm saying? But be careful with it. Now, what do y'all want to know about Beyonce? This is gonna be our official Beyonce reading. What do y'all want to know about Beyonce? Girl, yes, my baby went bald in his back, y'all, because he had cradle cap. But honey, he got a head full of hair up here at the top. He went bald in the back though, because he had cradle cap. Okay. I'll answer the dreams question in 1 second, Venus. Is Blue her daughter? That is her daughter, y'all. I feel like she used a surrogate, but that is her daughter. Is she really evil? Yes. Why does she look like she isn't aging? Because she does beauty rituals. Y'all gotta follow me on Twitter. I said that on Twitter. She does beauty rituals, but they're not working because Jay-Z is bringing too much chaos into their dimension. What did I just tell y'all about chaotic people in your circle? You cannot have that. That will bring you down. That will give you bags. That will have you looking old. That will have you looking crazy. Jay-Z is bringing chaos into their life. So it is making her beauty rituals not work. We seen her age a little bit at the Grammys. We like, wait a minute, Beyonce don't look like herself. He's bringing chaos into their humble abode. Chaos. Things that she didn't know about is coming to light, and it's hindering her magic. She is not under on drugs. She is under I'm finna tell y'all what it is. Oh my God. What's them things where they snap? Y'all know what I'm talking about? They put you under hypnosis. She's under hypnosis. She is under hypnosis. Now let me tell y'all about the type of hypnosis that she's under. You know how a person can put you in a trance, right? But you are functional. Well, y'all probably don't, because you wouldn't know if somebody put you in a trance. Let me explain to you. A warlock or a witch can put you in a trance, but you're still very functional. But your eyes will look soulless. There will be no life there because you are under hypnosis. When she goes out, I feel that she is under hypnosis. I feel like Jay-Z has learned tricks of the trade. You see what Diddy is being charged with. Doing magic. I feel like Jay-Z has learned tricks of the trade, and he likes to make things look a certain way. But if you notice in her recent appearances, she clings to Blue Ivy. Blue Ivy is pure. She is light. No witch or warlock touches an innocent child. They don't do it. They don't do it. Especially if that girl is a virgin. She cannot, will not, won't be touched. The boy is a they cannot, will not, won't be touched. Because they still have their innocence. They still can see certain things. They still can read certain energies. You see how she cleans the blue ivy? That's her safe place. She is protected. They don't bother her when she's with Blue, whomever has her under this hypnosis. Now, I'm not going to say particularly that it's Jay-Z because I see 4 people. Her mother is a witch. And I hate to break it to y'all, but the reason why Matthew ain't no longer a part of Beyonce's life is because he wanted her to do right. What she is right now is not what he wanted. Is he proud of her success? Yes. But he wanted her to go about it a different and more respectful way, where her mother was more open to the sexiness and the raunchiness and the living life on the edge. Dad never welcomed Jay-Z, never liked them. Mom was with it because of the money. Sorry, Miss Tina. Okay? She will not stand behind Jay-Z. She did not take Aaliyah's talent. I don't know where people started comparing them to, but I'm going to tell y'all this. Aaliyah and Beyonce are totally different genres. Totally different genres. Aaliyah would be making sultry R&B, where Beyonce is more like a wannabe across the board. She wants to do pop, rock, country, and R&B, but not sultry R&B, because if you listen to Beyonce's R&B, it's really empowerment music. Early Beyonce. Beyonce before Lemonade. Lemonade is where it got dark. But before Lemonade, woman empowerment, telling you what she is and ain't gonna do, letting her inner Virgo shine, right? But now at the Lemonade, it's kind of like they took that from her. Are her and Solange close? Yes, they are. But even Solange can't save her. Solange is a practitioner, but she cannot save her sister because she would end up putting herself in a witch fight. And I'm going to tell y'all something about witches and fights, witch fights. You have to pick and choose your battles wisely, or you will be fucked up somewhere, clucking like a chicken or dead. You have to pick a witch fight correctly, because let me tell you something. Every witch knows when you walk into their domain. They see it. A real witch, she sees it. I hate to call us witches, but she sees it. If I look at my hands and my hands are swelling a little bit, I say, show me. Because that means somebody is trying to stop my spiritual work. If I get a headache right here in the middle, I say, show me. Because somebody is trying to read me. Plenty of you have pulled cards on me. Especially when y'all want to be up in my business about what was going on in my love life. Oh, it was so many of you. Also, witches feel everything. You want to get up and do. You want to, if the wind blow different, we know. We know. Sometimes I will wake up and say, damn, it's going to rain all day today. It ain't a spot of rain outside. Next thing you know, it's raining. Cause I'll be like, Mama, you said that. Why is it raining? Because we feel the difference in the elements. We are made up of all 4 elements. You get what I'm saying? Let's see. No, she didn't know about Jay. No, she didn't know about Jay-Z's other kids. Y'all, can y'all hear me? Because I just got a call. I hate when everybody be calling me. Okay. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep trying to see y'all questions. I feel like we're gonna see Beyonce come out of that hypnosis in the next 2 years. Her and Jay-Z are getting a divorce, y'all. They're getting a divorce. I don't know when, where, or how, but they are getting a divorce. I don't feel like Kelly is under hypnosis. I feel like Kelly minds her business. I feel like she's one of those family members that minds their business, and I feel like Beyonce is super private. One thing about Virgos, if they are going through something so terrible, they are not quick to tell you what they are going through. You have to be very close with a Virgo for them to disclose even their embarrassing moments. Very close. I mean, you guys to be so close. It got to be up in your skin, like damn near skin folk. We friends. We so close. I can see out your eyeballs closed. Because Virgos are private. I don't see her disclosing a lot of things that go on behind closed doors with her family. Okay. Do I do things to protect people from reading me? No. Don't. Because what you see is what you get. What you see in them cards, I'll fucking tell you. What you see in those cards, I will tell you. I will tell you. So no, I don't. Because what but you know what I do? When they pull cards on me, I go to their dreams. Then they may come say, Brie, I had a dream about you. You was reading on me. Of course you did. And I was there to see what the fuck you wanted. But when I see that you're harmless and you was just being nosy, I'll leave you alone. Because why are you pulling cards on me? Then when I go and I see you was just being nosy, it's like, oh, they was being nosy. Shit, I would have did the same thing. And then I get the fuck on out of there. I'm telling y'all. You think I'm playing? I wish somebody would come forward and say they have and say I came to their dreams. But I know they don't want to be embarrassed, but hello? You think you deceiving me whole time? I'm walking up behind you in your dream looking at some shit you been doing. And then I'm going to come back and ask you about it. Because why was you doing this? I will give y'all a prime example. I had a homegirl. She used to pull cards all the time. One day, me and her got on the phone. I said, why was you pulling cards on me the other night? She said, huh? I said, why was you pulling cards on me the other night? She said, because I wanted to see if your friendship was just as genuine as mine was to you. And I said, yeah, but you don't have to pull cards on it because I'm going to tell you. And if I really didn't fuck with you, you would know it because I wouldn't talk to you. Ricardo Miller, the Father of God in heaven, the Father of Jesus Christ, is my Savior and my strength. I accept Jesus in my heart as the master prophet that he is. I claim him in front of my peers, not behind closed doors. Every gift that I walk in is given to me by God and Jesus Christ. You can leave. So I asked her, like, girl, you know, What's up? You know, you could have just asked me. I would have told you. And she was like, girl, I didn't know. I didn't know. You know, but how you know that? I said, because they showed me. They showed me. They showed me. Just like the people that I read, they know that I read them. How y'all think Summer Walker boyfriend came over there and seen my post just so randomly? Their reading wasn't going viral. You know why he seen that? Because guess what? Summer walks with Oshun. So when I tap into her energy and Oshun walks with her, she knows that I'm a sister of hers. She knows that I mean her no harm. She sent him. Don't think for a second that she didn't. Somebody even could have possibly told him about it, but she told him first. Those are the arts.
What you doing? Why?
Don't think for 1 second that people don't know what you're doing in the spiritual realm, especially when they are spiritualists.
What are you talking about?
I'm telling you. So, Beyonce and Jay-Z are going to get a divorce. I don't know. I feel like it's going to be before 2030. I feel like we'll hear whispers about their marriage kind of falling apart, which I feel that they are already separated. I had a vision that they were separated, that she lived in her own place, and that they came together for events. I'm going to make his bottle nice while you standing there. I'm about to make your baba a little fat, but hold on, y'all. Oh, I gotta get the bottle out the dishwasher. Cause honey, I had to wash them bottles 2 or 3 times. My dishwasher, y'all, even my dishwasher was acting up. That's how y'all know it's real with the retrograde.
Make your body. Make your body. Make your body.
Oh, I got time before EJ come, cause he went somewhere, honey. So I got time, y'all. And my groceries done got here. But I got time. Samir, please. Save the drama for your mama, Samir. Yeah, I tell Samir that every time. He be looking at me like, girl, you is my mama. But, I feel like they are not living together. And I feel like right now he's trying to hold on to her image because of the trouble that's brewing for him. Because trouble is coming for Jay-Z. Whether y'all believe it or not, because you can't really see right now. You know, it ain't really making sense right now. But I promise y'all. Hold on, y'all. I gotta count. Y'all know how them scoops be. Gotta count them scoops, baby. This a big boy. He likes to eat. I got to make it right the first time. Samir, don't even do it. And then look, your whole pat right here. Yes. Y'all, Samir whole pat. Y'all, if y'all, I have to give some stuff away in my closet. Y'all, look at my shelf. Look at all them bags, shoes. I gotta give some stuff away, y'all. I have to. Then my sister-in-law just bought me a bag for me and EJ anniversary the other day. She bought me a fire bag. Y'all, I'm about to show y'all my bag, too. I can't wait to show y'all my bag that my sister-in-law bought me. I'm about to get it. That's why I came in the closet. She bought me a fire bag. I don't even know what I'm about to wear with this. Hold on, boo-boo. Hold on, boo-boo. What I got? What mama got? Oh, boo, 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 oh, boo. Oh. Come on. Put them in swing knife so I can properly bob out. CJ, please, hold my phone for a second. Why you put it all on me and my nightgown. I'm wet my ass on now. You feel it? Yes, that butt.
It's okay, little baby.
Okay, yeah. Listen. I'm glad my booty with cheeks went out, child, cause I'm walking away and he done turned the phone on me. Okay.
Like, CJ, why did you just hold the phone?
Okay. So a lot of people. CJ, bring that other blanket. Bring his other blanket from right down the couch. Come on. Why you standing there looking crazy? What you scavenging for food?
Yeah.
CJ, please get the groceries off the front porch. I ain't about to do nothing but make some dip. Put it right there.
How you gonna say that?
Oh,
and then say
shoot.
you about to make some dip?
I forgot. You know what I forgot to get? The damn chips to go with the dip.
Now we got chips in here.
No, I'm talking about the Tostinos. Get the stuff off the porch, CJ.
I think we got something. Yeah, we got one bag of it. And no, we got one bag of Tostitos and it's the lemon Tostitos and then we got this.
I'm gonna just go get some
One bag
chips.
of lemon Tostitos.
Okay.
Poo-poo.
Not do it.
Okay. Honey, yeah, he gonna tell me he's scavenging for food, honey, because that's what he be scavenging for. Don't come out that room unless he hungry.
Why they in my business?
Because they can hear you. But, yeah. Y'all wanted to know about the twins. I think that Sir is, I'm going to tell y'all what I spiritually see from him is that he has autism. And I feel like that is why, he is not out as much. I also feel like he has like a neurological thing. You better stop for you ain't got no more passes. I ain't buying no more.
She gonna pop a hole in me.
What did you say? What did you say? Right. But yeah, so I feel like the baby has how y'all say it? Y'all know I get tongue tied. He has issues with his neurological system, right? And in neurolay, if you hear, I should know how to say it because that's your major. How do I not know how to say that? But I feel like he has issues, okay? And it's so overwhelming that he can't do certain things. CJ, pick him up and give him to me. I got something for him. Yes, neurological. Yes. Yes. I feel like he has those issues. But CJ, hand me that pink bag right there. So yeah, I definitely feel like that's the case. And I feel like ultimately we will see him later on, but we won't see a lot of him. I do feel like Blue Ivy is Beyonce's savior. I feel like she is gonna save Beyonce from a lot. Oh, I did? Okay, yay. Because I was like, and I know Nearlay here, and that's my baby, and I know. She gonna be like, Brie, how the fuck you didn't know how to say that? And that's my major. But anyway, so, I feel like Blue is her savior, and I feel like, she's going to be the one to help, Beyonce. She's gonna be the one to really help her. Everybody always try to say that baby ain't hers, but that baby is hers. If you could see that connection spiritually, it is a strong and overwhelming connection. Did you get the groceries? Okay. It's a strong and overwhelming connection that her and Beyonce have. And I'm not going to say that she loves her children any different, but it's always something about that firstborn, you know? CJ, don't you start. Don't you start because I love y'all the same. Don't you start, but you know, me and Chastity, 2 peas in a pod. Don't talk about her. She don't like when you say that. He gets on my nerves. Yeah, honey, he came out the snack closet ready to say something smart. But yeah, it's just starting to it just I'm talking about it's starting to it's just something about that mother and her firstborn. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that is why we see more of Blue Ivy. I feel like Blue Ivy protects her. I feel like she knows a lot of things that goes on with her mom and her dad that the other children are not privy to, because I feel like before the other kids were born, they did not have like the parental literacy that they should have had. So she's seen more things than the other children have seen. You get what I'm saying? I feel like with Chastity, Kanai, and CJ, they've seen more than the boys will ever see, because they got young version of mom. They got young mama that will put them in the car, whoop your ass, get in the car, take them to school like nothing didn't happen. That's the mama Chastity, Kanai, and CJ got. But my boys won't get that, because for one, I'm not with a person that put me in situations like that. I don't hang with friends that put me in situations like that. And I don't put myself in situations like that. But yeah, basically, my older kids grew up with me. So I did not have the parenting literacy to not have them around certain things. You know what I'm saying? That's why when Chastity do go through her moments of anger and stuff like that, I take the fault for that, because she's seen me do a lot of things that she probably shouldn't have seen me do when I would crack somebody's head open. Now, I wasn't the girl that brought different what? What?
You know exactly what I'm looking at.
Leave your sister alone. But now, one thing about me, my motherfucking ass didn't have no whole bunch of niggas around my kids. My kids been around, now I have to say 2 men, but in their whole life, they really been around their dad and EJ. And then, you know, I have to say Boo Boo's daddy, because he was around. You know what I'm saying? But he was around as my god best friend. He wasn't around as like my boo or nothing like that till Boo Boo was conceived. So, and look how old they is. Honey, CJ, you was 11, 12, 12.
2 years ago?
Yeah, you was 11, 12.
Yeah, 12. I guess.
Look how old my baby was when somebody outside of EJ came around,
Like that, bro.
like as my boo. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't a person that brought a lot of men around my kids. My kids didn't experience that with me. We didn't go through that. I've been with the same man forever and a day. You figured it me? So that's why I tell people, like, it is important, especially when you have girls. That's why my kids are not, my girls, they don't be doing all that with no whole bunch of different boys and stuff like that. Chastity then had this boyfriend. He broke her heart. Now she don't want a boyfriend no more. She decided that she gonna date girls, whatever. She was not quick to get with the girls. She was not quick to date none of that. She took her time. And she got over what she needed to get over. You know what I'm saying? Because that's important to raise your kids that way. And what are you talking about?
Are you sending me money or are you getting?
I guess I am, because he ain't got no daggone Apple Pay. His card won't work on there for some reason. He done tried to get me to help him this whole time connected. I'll give it to you. He'll give it.
Get a new account or a new phone.
He need to change bank accounts, because Apple Pay don't accept his bank, because they don't recognize it. Because it's like a credit union, so they won't accept it. Yeah,
Just fart over here.
yeah, he did, and he really did break her heart. So she said she ain't ever getting a boyfriend again. And you know, that's my thing. Like, I just feel like with your kids, you have to be aware. And a lot of times, as a first-time parent, you ain't that. And so I feel like with Blue Ivy, they wasn't aware of what needed to happen and what needed not to happen. So here we are. You see what I'm saying? I'm the oldest. So me and my mom have a very special relationship. Like, even though we be beefed out, don't get me wrong, because I be mad at her. And I'll tell y'all, I done gave up on her, I ain't fucking with her, whatever. But me and my mom have a very special relationship in different aspects. Because I just get mad at her and I just like, I'm not fucking with it no more. But I think we really made some changes, me and my sister. I haven't really talked about this, but my sister had been in the hospital, and so we got my mom to come up there, and we had a long talk with my mom, and it was a healing talk. It was a healing talk. We let our mom know that we loved her and we forgive her for whatever choices that she had to make, and we respect her because she could have did us way worse than what she ever did, and she is loved for that, and we love her, and we love her as if she was there every single day. And I think that it overwhelmed my mom, and I also think it healed a part of her. I feel like my mom has lacked a lot of confidence because she feel like she failed us. But we love her regardless of what it looked like. Like, we is like, I know that's crazy, but we like sisters. You know what I'm saying? And it's best to forgive your family and things that have happened in your past in order for you to move forward. Forgiveness is never for the other person, it's for you. It's for you. But yeah, my sister has been sick, y'all, which is why I have not really been present, and I've had to like shut things down so that I could take care of my sister. Everybody's hitting me up with their problem, they don't even know. I'm over here going through some shit, because I only have two sisters. And my sister that's sick is the sister that I'm closest to. So yeah. But it was important for me to balance it out and make sure my sister was okay. But it was also important for us to have that conversation with our mom, and move forward. What about when your mom keeps hurting you and making you cry? That's when you remove your energy. See, did you hear what I said? Forgiveness is not for the other person, it's for you. So when you tell your mom that you forgive her and that you are moving on from whatever issues you guys have, if she is still abrasive and abusive, move on with your life. My mama is not abrasive or abusive. My mama, she done made her mistakes. She done said some crazy shit to me. She done did some crazy shit to me. But my mama ain't never abused me. For one, because nobody wants to deal with my granny. My granny is really that girl. She just now getting old and gotta walk with a stick and all that stuff like that. Baby, my motherfucking grandma was never a game. God rest my granddaddy's soul. My granddaddy tried to whoop me one time. I was like 12 years old. My granddaddy tried to whoop me. My grandma came out there with a metal bat. I wish you would. I wish you would. I will beat your ass out here. My grandma is that girl. She don't play that. So nobody ever abused me or tried to abuse me. I will tell y'all, on my self-healing journey, I did figure out some things that happened in my childhood that was not right, that I wasn't aware of. And once you figure those things out, you really do heal that side of you. But for the most part, under my grandma's care, nobody did anything to me. Ever. My grandma don't play. She gets down, baby. What are you talking about? You need to call your dad, honey. Yeah, call him, honey. Call him. Call him. Call him. Yes, call your daddy. Yeah. Yeah. Now he gonna start calling EJ for real, child. While he over here fussing at me. And look, now you look. Give me a fat butt. Stop fussing. Y'all, he really be fussing me out. Yeah, he really be talking. I'm for real, y'all. I don't know where I got these little aliens from. I don't know. I don't know where I got these little aliens from. He's 6 months, boo. Yeah, I don't know where I got these little aliens from. I really don't know. Look, all in my business. Look. Honey, behind me being a Gemini, over in his toy corner, child. Y'all see that? That's his corner with all his toys. He'll be pulling out his car in a minute, cruising around the living room in his car. Yeah, I got them from the aliens, though. I did, because they aliens. I said, child, these little aliens right here talking, doing all kind of crazy stuff. And this thing 6 months already be eating his toes. How did I get in tune with my gifts? Girl, I've had them since I was a kid, right? I always used to think I was weird. And I would always watch the, oh, Tyria, I want to touch on that. I want to touch on that, for real. Um, but I've had it since I was a kid. Um, I never really officially acknowledged it until I got to be 24. But I will tell you this. Um, I used to think I was weird. I used to think something was wrong with me, and I always used to think I was crazy. Because let me tell y'all something. Being in tune with your gifts can be borderline psychotic. A lot of people that y'all see that's crazy are the biggest, baddest witches, warlocks you ever seen. But the gifts drives them crazy. If y'all read the Bible, they talk about how some people in there had like mental illnesses and things like that. Those were the biggest, baddest of them all. So you are borderline psychotic when you have these gifts, because you got to understand you are in more than one realm at a time. So you are here, but you're also in different spiritual realms where you can hear and see things. Have y'all ever got in the shower, right? And you swear you hear somebody talking? Because water transmutes energy. You hear people from the other realm speaking. It could be nobody in your house, no kids, no special someone, no nothing. You are in the water. It transmutes energy. You can hear people in the other realm talking. Like, that is like, it's borderline psychotic. That's all I gotta say. But I discovered it when I was little. I knew that it was there. I knew it was real. I had visions all the time. I told my grandma she would keep a notebook of them. She still got a notebook of them. Cause why are you mad? Um, Everybody asked me, can I do divination on myself? Yes. Everything that has happened in my life played out exactly how I knew it was gonna play out. Boo boo. This one back here. Before I got pregnant with him, I dreamed of him. I looked at his eyes. His eyes were different. They resembled Boo Boo's dad. They in the dream, they resembled the dad. And I even told him, I said, hey, I just had this crazy dream. It was a baby, but the baby was a girl. But remember, in dreams, sometimes things are in reverse. When you see a girl, you see a boy. But I never seen who the pappy was, okay? I just knew the eyes, right? So then, when I was going through my whole separation, yada yada yada, I would constantly dream or have visions about EJ. So I'm not gonna talk about them in depth, but I would constantly have dreams, and the spirit showed me a baby, me taking a pregnancy test and telling EJ that I was pregnant, and it literally happened that way. I literally took a pregnancy test in the bathroom, called him and told him I was pregnant, right? And his reaction in a dream was the same reaction in reality. I promise. I do divination on myself. I can see things myself way before they come. Everything that has ever happened. Um, so I got in tune more so once I started to feel free and not weird about my gifts. So I'm gonna say around 25 is when I really started to feel comfortable with my gifts. My mentor at the time allowed me to practice reading on her. And that is how I truly got into my gift. How do you know when you have a gift? You just know. You know that it's something different about you. You know that it's something, baby. When you wake up and you see somebody walking down the hallway that really ain't there, you know. Jesus does love me, and I love him too. I don't like Dolce, and I I don't like Dolce. I don't like Dolce. I don't like Dolce. She's dark. I don't like Dolce. And I have anger within me when I say that. I don't like her. I don't like Dolce. Kanaya, stop laughing at me because I don't like her. Like, I don't. Everybody be like asking me about this girl. I do not like her. I don't like that song. I don't like none of her song. I don't like her. It is something about her. It repulses me when I see her. I don't know what that is. It repulses me. Even seeing her like working the crowd and all of that stuff. Um, I was like, damn, I don't like her. What did I think about Tory Lane's album? I didn't like it. I didn't like it. But I understand where he's at. I understand where he is at. So I understand why the album sounded like that. Yeah, energy repulsed me. I think she's a beautiful girl, but I don't like her. When I was seeing people say she was ugly, that kind of pissed me off because the girl ain't ugly. She's a beautiful girl, but I don't like her. I don't know why. But I didn't like Tori's album. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. I'm not one of those people that just because I support you, I'm going to say that you had a great. No, if I don't like it, yeah, we were talking about Dolce, and I don't like her, but she's a beautiful girl. But what are you mad for? Cause I'm saying I don't like. I'm sorry. I won't say that about the lady no more. I know you don't like when I say I don't like somebody. I know that. You just like your dad. Don't want me to say things that y'all feel is mean. But I don't feel like she would have longevity in the industry. I just don't. Samir, please. Can I have that, please? Here, let's trade. Yeah, bring me my stuff for your pet. Don't take off running, thanks. Thank you. Why don't you get your toys? This is mom's charger. I don't know what's up here, honey. He a little electrolyte. I love Glorilla. I love everything about Glorilla. I really do. I love Glorilla. She is a very light energy. But anyway, as I was saying about Tory Lane's album, because we getting all off that. Tory Lane's album is not what he normally brings to the table. I understand that he is in a place of feeling down. But my thing is this. I get what he's trying to do. He's trying to manifest this reality for himself, but he needs to learn the lesson. He needs to learn the lesson. And still talking about fucking bitches when he get out, that's not, you didn't learn the lesson. You need to be away from these hoes because that's why you there. You didn't learn the lesson. The only song that I liked was the last song, and I think that was like what, Free Tory or something, where he talked about Chris Brown. That was the only song that I emotionally felt. It was not a good album to me, and I would never be fake with y'all. I'm gonna be for real. I told Kanaya in the car, I don't like this shit.
Yeah, you were skipping through songs. I was like, she never skipped through songs when she listened to the album.
Skip. Okay? I don't even be playing. But it was the energy behind it. The energy was not good. He's not in a great space. And naturally so. But I don't need him acting arrogant or cocky. Instead, he needs to be honest. I'm not in a great space, y'all. I'm down. I'm depressed back here. I'm not happy back here. I'm not making the best of my situation. I miss my son. Shanice, girl, what I done told y'all about coming on here talking about Drake. Drake is not an egotistical person. I don't know where y'all got that from. Drake be minding his motherfucking business. You let somebody tell you that Drake was an egotistical person. But how can you be that when you put so many people on? You give features for free. And you are Drake. That is not a man that operates in ego. Now, Tory my boo. Tory my boo. But I didn't like the album. I didn't like Certified Lover Boy like that. I mean, let's just be 100%. I liked a couple of songs off of Certified Lover Boy, but I did not like Certified Lover Boy like that. That was not Drake's best album to me. But a lot of people like it. Views to me is Drake's best album. And Take Care. And I ain't gonna lie. This motherfucking Sexy Songs for You. This album took me back to Take Care, baby. But I just didn't like Tory's album. He's not in his natural element. Tory is a person that's light. He don't have a lot of dark energy around him. But right now, he's in the wilderness. 40 days and 40 nights. 40 days and 40 nights. He got to reach his burning bush, babe. And he ain't got there yet. He ain't got there yet. And that's okay. Because I still listen, I still support it. I would listen to like maybe a minute and some second of the song, and then I would turn it. I'm not reading on Andrew Stone. Let me tell y'all about people that's always reading on the dead. They're exploiting them. They're not giving you divine messages. They're exploiting the dead. You don't. Every time somebody dies, you ain't got to read them. Because you got his passing.
No, he's not getting it back.
Because you got his pat. That's why he's swinging on you. I know she being bad. Well, Devin Thomas, maybe we see something in Drake that everybody else is being blindsided to. Y'all are letting people in the industry repeat something to you till you believe it's true. That is a form of being under fucking hypnosis. If you repeat something more than one time to a person in different situations, they will start to believe it or create in their mind that this situation really happened when it never did. Girl, yes, honey, he over here fighting Kanaya for this passing. I don't know. She always messing with him. He done skipped town over here. Now he back behind the couch. But once he realized she got his pat again, he going for the juggler again. Oh, he got to kiss the baby. That's his good charity work. Ah, that's good, baby. That's a good baby. He over here doing his charity work, giving everybody kisses. Can I have one? Oh, I guess not. Oh, he was going to give me one when I was sitting back. Oh, he over here doing his good charity work right now, and then he gonna go back and start swinging on Kanaya again. Honey, you know he's a pastor. They gotta do they charity work first, and then look, you went from sweet to sour. Look at yourself, sweet to sour. Now what's wrong? Okay, it's okay. Y'all, Geminis is the craziest zodiacs in the world. I promise y'all, Geminis is the craziest people I ever met. And I birthed one, a real true Gemini, baby. And he is off the chain. Now look. What he doing? What y'all see him doing? What y'all see him doing? Look at him.
Let me see. Guess what?
Fighting. That's what he do.
Another one.
And then tell her no.
Yeah, because you know I'm going to taste you. Mom, are you going to share these Minute Maids?
I'm making lemon drops with him.
I know.
But yeah, no. Don't hit your sister with the pillow.
Look at you flipping. And now you did, Mama, your cup then bro under the couch.
That's his second time doing that.
Who? Get it together.
The love that we have for Drake is cute. Whatever, girl. Or whatever. Because it's definitely a girl. Because only a girl would spell it D-E-V-E-N. I think it's an air sign thing that love to fight too. He love to fight, y'all. But yeah, the thing about it is I love Tory the same way that I love Drake. I love a lot of my artists that I grew up with. I grew up with Tory Lanez. I grew up with Drake. I grew up with Nicki Minaj. I love them in a different way because I grew up with them. So when I see people bashing them, like everybody say Nicki Minaj had this hate train, I don't remember it because if you a Barb, you delusional. How could we hate Nicki Minaj? She is the only girl that raps like that. Like, we don't hate Nicki Minaj. But everybody say that there was a hate train with Nicki Minaj. I missed it, apparently, because I was too busy over there celebrating her music. But I love my artist. You know what I'm saying? I love Eve. I don't care that she went and got married to a white man. That's not my business. She is still my pit bull in the skirt. And you better not say nothing about her. I love Khalees. And I don't care if her and Nas got a divorce because that's my girl. Okay? And her milkshake bring all the boys to the yard. Okay? I love Ashanti because that is my girl. She had me out here singing in the rain, telling it to come down on me. You feel me? And had never even went through those things, baby. But I still was out there in the rain singing Rain on Me. Okay? I'm just that girl. I am a person that if I grew up with you, I'm going to defend you. I'm going to defend you. I couldn't defend R. Kelly because it was on videotape. But when you don't have any actual evidence of a person and you are making up in your mind that this person is a bad person, but everything points to them being a good person, that's when I start to question your psyche. Everybody that you try to say something about involving Drake, you can go back and see that they said these good things about him. And what he do?
Been spitting that juice out. It's wet all on the couch and he wet.
Give me that cup. Swallow. And don't get me wrong, people can change. People can change. They can. They can become a different person. But you got people from his later years, from like a year ago, that talk about their good experiences with him. But then you got people celebrating like somebody like Meg Thee Stallion who has disrespected her stylist, her makeup artist, her friends. She fucked her friend's man, which is a bad show of character. Whether Kelsey was with him or not, she was dating him. She was into him. And Meg waited till that girl got COVID and fucked Tory. Then she fought Kelsey. That is a bad show of character. I don't give a fuck what now one of my homegirls do. I'm not putting my hands on him. We just won't be friends anymore. But if I loved you, I can't beat you. I only had one fight with one of my loved ones, and it was my cousin. And the only reason why I beat my cousin up is because she hit me. She hit me, and that bitch hit me like she had been wanting to hit me for 5 years. And I had to work her ass to let her know I'm still your big cousin. And what you're not going to do is punch me like this and shit sweet. I don't fight people I love, period. I just don't do that. Yeah, I had to be that ass then. I ain't had no other choice. She punched me like she had been wanting to punch me for 5 years, y'all. That bitch blacked my eye. I had to fuck her up. I didn't have no other choice. And y'all, she was doing it over a little 4'11" guy that I wasn't even there to fuck with. But because, guess what my cousin did? She backdoored me. The dude that she was trying to fight me over was once my boyfriend. And I wasn't even with him no more. Honey, I was with James St. Patrick. He had asked me could I do his hair. Because you know your girl dibble dabble and things. You know, and I did hair back in the day. And I did anything to make $1 for them kids. You feel me? So I go to do his hair. Not even thinking about him like that. Not even knowing that he was messing with my cousin. I didn't even know he was messing with my cousin. I get there. I'm like, yeah, what's up? I'm ready. You know, I got the gel or whatever to twist your hair up. My cousin and my other 3 cousins, they all walking the door. I'm like, hey, y'all, what y'all doing over here? I'm saying, hey, y'all, what y'all doing over here? Because, mind you, all of us is friends. We're, like, everybody's cool, so we all know each other. And my cousin was friends with his sister. They used to strip together. So I'm not thinking anything about this when they come in here. I'm like, hey, y'all, what y'all doing here? And I could tell something was off because my favorite cousin, she was like, let me talk to you right quick. And I'm like, okay. So when I get up to go talk to my favorite cousin, I guess my little cousin could not contain herself. I don't know what this nigga had told her I was doing over there. That bitch revved back and hit me so motherfucking hard, y'all. Pop! That bitch popped me right in this eye. When she hit me, I said, I'm finna beat your ass. Before I could even, I was already choking her. I had them blacked out. I beat my cousin up so bad I threw it into the TV thing, and the TV fell on her and gashed her leg open. But bitch, that'll teach you. Because keep your motherfucking hands to yourself. And then I said, why is we even fighting? So that's when my favorite cousin was like, they dating now. I said, so bitch, you just hit me over a nigga that I already dated. Why? Because you came over here to fuck him. Excuse me? Dial James St. Patrick number. His number used to be 978-5159. That used to be his number. 864-978-5159. I dialed 864-978-5159 so fast. Boy, come and get me. Because they got me over here in some shit. James St. Patrick pulled up in his motherfucking little Caprice Classic with the dark black on black tint. I walked right up out of there. Because, girl, what is you talking about? I would never. Okay, at this point, James St. Patrick got me put up. Why would I mess with anybody like this? Girl, I done graduated, and you over here fighting your own cousin over a dude that I didn't even know y'all were dating? Girl, I was like 19. I didn't even know they were dating. And I told him, you a fuck nigga because you put me in this position and I didn't even know y'all were dating. I didn't know y'all were dating. Yeah, because he don't got that number no more. That was his number before he went to prison. But I didn't even know they were dating. You get what I'm saying? So I get in the car with James St. Patrick. He like, what the hell? Why your eyes swollen? I said, boy, my cousin hit me like she had been waiting to hit me for years. What you want? You want to eat? Okay. Let mama put you some in the air fryer. You ready? You ready, fat butt? But yeah, hey, that bitch socked me like Rock'em Sock'em. Y'all remember them little Rock'em Sock'em action figures? That bitch told me up. Okay? I said, damn. She done knocked the Mario coins out my ass. Child. And me and my cousin ain't been right ever since, y'all. Like, I tried to like resolve things with her and like be cool with her, but I don't know. In my spirit, we just could never get right after that. Yeah, we ain't never got into no fight no more after that, but she definitely knocked the shit out of me though. Yeah, bub. You want peanut butter jelly? Peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly with the baseball bat. Where he at? Now there he go. I miss him with some here, y'all. But yeah, honey, when I tell y'all, we never got back right, like ever. And she really did like try to like get back cool or whatever, but we just could not get past it, y'all. Like, okay, now is you done with these chips? Cause I'm about to close the snack closet.
Yeah.
Cause Lord knows if you know who come, why y'all ain't got the snacks in the closet? But yeah, the little rock'em sock'em robots, y'all remember them? Baby, that bitch hit me. That bitch hit me, baby. She that bitch wasn't playing with me on no day. And I had to she fucked around and found out. And the crazy thing about it is, y'all, at that time, I would fight over Jane St. Patrick, but I wouldn't really just fight like that. But when that bitch hit me, I had to beat her up. And I remember Jane St. Patrick being like, this your daddy, baby. This his code name. But so yeah, I knew when he cause I thought you was gonna be like, who the hell mama done dated can't name James St. Patrick?
It sound right.
Oh, it look like EJ outside. Y'all, I be timing EJ so good. What did I just say? I'm telling I timed that mother lover. But yeah, so honey, Jane St. Patrick said, I ain't ever dropping you off nowhere again with no crazy shit like that, because that was crazy, Sequoia. And I was like, it is because why would she think that I was coming over there to sleep with him? I later on found out that he had told her that because they had got into it. She had carved I hate you in his mattress. And so he lied to her and told her that I was coming over there to sleep with him. And after that, me and him was never cool again. Because, boy, don't put me in y'all shit. Like, boy, don't put me in y'all shit. Like, boy, I ain't got shit to do with that. And you over here fucking playing, lying, that got me into it with my cousins. But I should have knew something was wrong because my favorite cousin, Trina, and guess that's her real name, she was looking like she knew it was finna go bad. Like, she was looking like she knew that if my cousin hit me, that it was finna go down. You feel me? Because me and my cousin Trina, we used to thump together. So she already knew the vibes, you know? And, honey, she definitely...
Pick you up when he walk in. It's okay.
I don't know if that was that him because I seen lights out there.
I don't know, but look, he's spoiled. It's okay. You can sit in your swing.
Yeah, I'm trying to hurry up before he get up in here and be like, what did you do? Not a thing, being sleepy. But yeah, so when I tell y'all, we never was right after that, and I didn't fuck with the dude no more after that. No, James St. Patrick ain't no real. I named him that because he really is Ghost from Power. But
yeah, that's exactly how I knew you were talking about it.
Because that literally is my Ghost. If Ghost was to live after Tyreek shot him, he would definitely be in a wheelchair. Literally. But yeah, honey, she really believes him. It's him.
Yeah.
Okay. She really believes that I went over there to like sleep with this dude. And the thing about it is they, for one, when I met James St. Patrick, they knew about him. I was crazy over him because he was the sweet. First of all, he had cancer, so y'all know he put that cancer charm on me. I was so in love with him. I thought he was the nicest guy I ever met. And his parents are the best. So she knew that I did not look at no other dudes like that. She knew that James St. Patrick was my, like, guy. Like my dude. Samir, stop throwing stuff at your sister. She coming back. But, yeah, so he was my guy. I don't know what possessed her But we just ain't never been right. And y'all, my little cousin, we look just alike. Where your sandwich? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, Samir! Who is that? Oh my gosh! Hey! Hey, babe. Look, you been calling for him? But yeah, honey. She knew. So I don't know what made her believe him, but she did. And we just have never been right ever since. I'll be going live like every few days. I am. I'm moving quick. I ain't a girl. I had to get down. I don't play.
Peanut butter and jelly, what?
Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? But yeah, y'all. I go live like what? 3 times a week? 2 or 3 times a week? Yeah. But anyways, y'all, I love y'all. And this was a good live. I hope y'all enjoyed the little mini Beyonce reading. I'm really thinking about doing the Stephon Diggs and Cardi B one, but I just don't think he like her. I just don't think he like her. I really don't, and I don't want to be the one to say it. Oh yeah, honey, I timed him. I could feel him coming. I could feel him. Honey, about 5 minutes before he get here, it never fails. I always feel him. And I was like, oh my God, he's almost here. Let me get up. That's why Kanai was laughing. That's why Kanai was laughing. What?
I tell you, that damn crabs down there, man. We gotta go back down there. Well, you don't,
I'll do it with you.
I want you to come in next time. Faye gonna have something in August, she said. So when we do bring down there, we're gonna have our own little cabin.
Okay.
And she wanna go shopping. She talking about going shopping like 3 weeks from now.
She gotta know that's my
Yeah,
language.
she said she
You just gotta tell Dina so we can have somebody get the boys.
Yeah, she wanna go shopping. Nah, you can go down there with her.
Oh. Babe, you always trying to do that. You gotta let people grow on me. You know I ain't the... I just... Yeah, but you be trying to do me like... He be trying to do me like that, y'all. People have to grow on me. I'm not just... You know... Even with that double date shit. Mm-hmm. You know, because everybody ain't on the same shit we on. But... I love y'all. And this was a good live. And I know we're going to have another one soon. This was our little Saturday night kiki, okay? Oh, y'all, let me show y'all this before I go. Okay? So, you want to bring more money into your house? You want to make your house smell good? The dollar store, y'all. Rosemary and cinnamon spray. It's an all-purpose cleaner. Bring that money in your house. Bring that money in your house. When you spray it, envision that money coming through your front door. The Dollar Tree. Okay? Not Dollar General. Not Family Dollar. Dollar Tree. And it's cinnamon and rosemary. Dollar Tree. I'm going to show it for y'all. It's a multi-purpose cleaner. Bring that money in. Dollar Tree. $1.25. Dollar Tree. Okay? Oh, yeah. Let me show y'all my pocketbook before I go.
Mom, did that stuff come in the mail that you told me about that for?
No, honey. They ain't sent me nothing. Hold on. Let me show y'all my... Let me show you all of them while I'm showing everybody. So, y'all, this is what my sister-in-law got me for my anniversary. Y'all see? Y'all see? Y'all see? Y'all see? Y'all see? She got me a crossbody, y'all.
Oh, that's cute.
Can I, please?
Yeah, I got to get it.
Look at the
It'll
thing.
be mine in a couple of months.
Naya, I'm keeping this crossbody. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this fur bag. And then she got me, she got me a little wallet But yeah, y'all, this is my anniversary gift. Honey, she came in here with this stuff. I said, girl, you done outdid yourself. Okay, cause what you doing shopping like this, honey? And she got little Tiny Tim and there's some work pants, honey. That was his gift. My gift was expensive, okay? Expensive. She loves me. But anyway, I love y'all. This was a good live. I had a great time with y'all. I hope y'all had a good time with me. And I will see y'all soon, okay? Love and light, boo boots. Nighty night.